Up to. Alright, we're back for, well, he's back on Dreadpool, this is Blondie, but we're back as a collective at another place. This is your bonus, I guess we're going to say it's a bonus episode 31, or it may just be its own episode 32. So again, thank you all for coming back. Thank you both for coming back. Thank you, back. We're back. But again, we are here at Chuy's, and you got the Elvis Memorial. So you have
Elvis Presley Memorial combo.
Nice. You got a big old taco there with some sort of cheese on the side, and then the beans, and then different enchiladas, and you got some the Baja shrimp tacos, which, if you notice, this sauce here is pretty much gone. You know, we try to scrape it. This is the creamy habanero. Remember that, Carlo. I'm looking at you. But, oh, yes, I'm sorry. Creamy jalapeno, not creamy habanero. I love habanero, so maybe we'll do a creamy habanero one day. But, back to what I got. I got the Chuy chunga. So, basically a chimichanga, chewy. And plate's too hot to pick up. You can't even push it, it's too hot. She came out here with double protection. But again, thank you guys for coming back. It's awesome for the lunch part of it. So it's not dinner quite to say, but lunch, a little brighter, hotter day in Florida.
Yeah, thankful for air conditioning.
Yeah. So we've already discussed a whole bunch of stuff. We've been talking about other things. So what are the plans for the rest of your trip here that you plan on doing? We talked about something about Universal.
Yeah, there's an after party for GCX. It's going to be at Universal later tonight. A lot of people are going to go and hang out at the amusement park and just have some drinking. You know, hang out, have fun, try to meet some more people and see what happens.
We did kind of discuss it amongst ourselves. I don't know if we got it on the last recording, but was there anybody that you met here that you were probably not expecting or excited to see at this GCX?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to run into. Big part of the reason I was coming down here, great to run into, you know, hang out with Lord Cognito and hang out with some of the guys from my clan, Buff 32, the Professor, and Clemson Nanu, a few guys that I've played Destiny with.
The only ones I know by name are Lord Cognito, which obviously we're friends, but Devontis, you guys. There's a few other bigger celebrities that I saw last year, but I didn't really walk around to meet and greet by the time I got here and all that, so I missed out on a few people. But yeah, it's been a great event from what I've seen as an outsider. We were talking about other things that they had talked about with creators, pushing up the community.
Yeah, so Bungie's, they had a panel yesterday where they were basically talking to anybody in the community that was at the event could show up, but it was mostly focused to communication with content creators, where they're trying to set up a more streamlined process. What can basically community managers and Bungie do to basically reduce the amount of barriers to content creators and collaborating with others? What kind of resources, or if you're looking to create a certain type of content, or you need an editor, how they can find like hey, this person's looking for the same thing you're doing, so hey, why don't you both work together? Kind of make it easier to find people in the community. Sometimes not only is it hard to find people, but very intimidating, especially when you're starting.
Right. And that was the thing. I saw a few other players, creators out there that we ended up discussing topics of how to bring in and include, but yet at the same time meld the difference between veterans and minimal experienced players, the variety of experience to newcomers.
Yeah, which is the new light experience in Destiny does that to a certain extent, but even then it's told in a way that people who are already been playing Destiny understand. You have to go the extra mile to break down to people. Basically, no offense to anybody, but Destiny for dummies.
Yeah. So, no. That's quite literally how it has to be, because there's so much lore. Because I know even when you were helping me, you gave me too much information, and it got to the point where, no offense, but I shut down. I could not handle the information because it didn't mean anything to me. I didn't know, but to you it meant something, and that's because you knew the history, but you were trying to bring me up to speed, and even just doing that, there was just so much information. That's trying to find that balance on giving people enough information to keep them interested and keep them playing, versus too much where they're just like, you know what, just tell me which way to shoot. Lead the way and I'll shoot. And that's not part of the experience of Destiny. There's more to it, which is the nuances that you guys have developed through the time. And with, as we talked about previously, with some of the storylines that have been pulled out of the game, there's that blank slate of nothingness for the newbies, where there's the history for the veterans. And it's trying to bring people back in. How do you do that when there's nothing there for them to experience that? And that's why the storytelling and the information is key, but trying to figure out the balance, that's the hard key on bringing stuff for newbies and keeping it entertaining for people that have been around.
It's all good, especially for me, it's a learning process.
I know you're an advocate because you're just like
you're anything to shrimp keep you fine. But yeah, it's it's been a learning process for myself, trying to figure out how do you not overload someone and keep them interested.
And we're friends, and you overloaded me, but you didn't do it on purpose. You were just excited about filling me in and bringing me up to speed.
Which I even kind of saw that when there's a intro video, and I think they should actually break that up for new lights. It's about 2 to 4 minutes long, maybe. When you dropped into the campaign, it's basically running over all the different enemy races, all the different people that you interact with in the game. And I think they did a better job of it in Destiny 1.
Well,
a lot of people, including myself,
they had to with Destiny 1 because it was
because it was just starting.
And then on top of that, when you go to Destiny 2, Destiny 1 retains, but a lot of people are newly into it are going straight to Destiny 2. They're not going to Destiny 1. So there's that other catch again, where history being gone, that people don't have experience in. And you have veterans that remember all this, trying to bring everybody back up to speed. But sometimes too much information, too fast. It's finding the delicate balance of being as I called it, as a teacher and a student. Trying to figure out each student learns differently, and trying to, as a teacher, each teacher teaches differently too. So you have to find what works for you as a teacher, and yet what works for the student. And then you go on with another creator or mentor into, running these the storyline or the raids or any of that, again, you switch up and all of a sudden it's totally different. So that could also be a factor of pushing people away or bringing people in.
Well, that is an aspect when you're, especially when they are including an in-game version of this with different platforms. You can use CLG through the Destiny app. You can use their CLGs separately for PlayStation and Xbox. And it's a roll of the dice what kind of person you're going to get on the other end. And you kind of look for, hey, you know, different tags like be patient, chill, willing to teach. Those are kind of what you're looking for as a new player, whatever activity you're running.
So what do you think of all of this?
Oh, the food? Or the Destiny?
The Destiny stuff.
No, I'm paying more attention to my food.
That's what I thought. Good. Again, you're just like, I'm in my own space right now, leave me alone. It's good stuff though, right? The food is excellent.
Oh, yeah.
The tortillas, like I told you, are freshly made.
The last time I had
All
really
the
good
stuff is-
Mexican food like this was when my best friend made it for me. I went to some family thing or whatever, and she made me some really good Mexican food. Even the place inside the hotel wasn't as good.
Yeah, the last time we were here, we had fajitas. They were good. They were good, and it's just myself and Carlo, and it's like the whole table was like, where do I go? Because they had all the food, and you're like trying to figure out how to piece it together. So I was like, I'm gonna try something different this time. But yeah, this food is excellent. That's why, again, I was like, hey, what about if we go here? If you feel like this,
Good choice.
we can come here. So I'm glad to impress you.
And I'm not a big fan of refried beans either.
But they're good.
A lot of times refried beans remind me of cat food. So I just don't eat it. But these are really good.
Well, it depends if they make them or they get them out of the can.
Well, they make these. As far as I know, everything is made fresh every day.
The canned stuff just looks like cat food.
This is so good. So, in the end, these are learning moments for CGX, Destiny creators, Destiny, anybody involved with Destiny. What did I say? I reversed
You
my...
said backward. CGX is
GCX, yes.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm doing that too. So.
Once in a while you get dyslexic, right?
Yeah, and
No harm, no foul. But yeah, so it's good that they're doing events like this, and during the events they're also coming to you with more information on what their intents are for the future of the game. So they're involving you in the choices, they're involving you in helping build it bigger.
yeah, because the basically that panel they laid out kind of the broad overview of it is to try and empower content creators who want to make content in Destiny, or even if you make content outside of Destiny, like, you know, what we're doing right here. The, you know, if you're doing a stream or having people coming live, or if you're making any other kind of content, if your content can foster a community that you can do like a charity function throughout your platform that you created. It done basically the Bungie Foundation, the head of it was there yesterday. He's like, if you're passionate about a cause and we can somehow work with you to facilitate, you know, giving to charity, we want to work with you even if you're doing something outside of Destiny. It doesn't have to be stuck in the game. So they want to see a broader scope of the community.
Well, as always, you want to make something bigger, and they're already huge. They're just trying to figure out a way to again, make it bigger and make it for everyone.
Yeah.
And include everyone, which is good.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, it's a learning process for everyone involved. Along between the content creators, the people at Blondie, how can we communicate better? How can we make a better experience and a better community overall for everybody to enjoy the experience in and outside of it.
So, I'm going to assume next year we are definitely going to see you again. That's a safe assumption, right?
If we can afford it.
But you might have a +1 from what I heard?
No.
No? No? Not even if they're open?
No, asking for it, but no.
Asking for it, but not? So we'll stick with the regular planned events here. Awesome. What else do we have? So we got next year. It's probably going to be in the same place as always. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But again, thank you for doing this again with us, and really appreciate it. Definitely check out BACfromthedead's channel, all his channels, between YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. And he's working on a few other things, so I'm not going to tell you where to look, but if you look around, you might find something. So just keep an eye out. You may be surprised where he'll be at, but we'll leave it at that. Woo. Hey, saved it. So again, thank you all, and you all have a good one.